All right, so I'm waiting till the very last minute. Let's talk holiday fragrances. Now I'm going to say holiday because yes, it is, Thanksgiving is tomorrow. I done lost track. It's been like a very relaxing week for me, let me tell you. Um, but it is that time of year. We're heading into the holiday season, the end of the year. We spend time with family and friends. And so there's some fragrances that, I like for when I'm hanging out with family and friends. There's a different vibe with family and friends. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibe if I'm going out, like with coworkers or where somewhere I'm about to, where I could, you never know. You never know what could be out there. There's a different vibe for those holiday events. For family and friends, it's a little cozier. It's a little chill. I'm just going to be smelling like deliciousness, right? That is the difference between going out with, folks and hanging out with the people that you know and love. So let's talk about holiday fragrances and what's on my list for that. Before I forget, hey, Ho Squad, hey, Ho Nation, I hope you're having a good day. And so before we even get started, let me just say this. We live in times in social media, and I think social media puts all these expectations because we know that this can be the most joyous time, but it can also be one of the saddest times for people, especially for people who feel like they're alone. They've lost, people, they've lost loved ones, things like this. This can be a tough time. So what I want to say in reference to that, because I can totally understand, the loss of loved ones, the sadness that can happen during this time. I want to say that I don't want you to feel alone. So if you need to sit on social media, like, and get on my live streams, I will promise that I will try to do more live streams in December. If that will help connect people and give them people to talk to, I promise that I will, try to, like, if you need to talk to somebody, feel free to email me. I will be there. I will, answer. It takes me a minute, but I promise I will answer. So don't let the expectations and the unreal expectations that are put out there make you feel like your life is just terrible. Listen, a lot of us ain't living them social media lives. They're putting it out there for content. And remember, this is content. It's not always reality. For me, my reality on Thanksgiving has always been, and this is just what I've always been. I've always been into Thanksgiving. Christmas, I can chill. But Thanksgiving is my day to hang out with friends and family and things like that. And so for years, what I've always done is I tend to reach out to people and say, hey, if you don't have any place to go for Thanksgiving, you are welcome here. Just let me know. So I always kind of put that out there that, hey, if you really, because I feel like people shouldn't be alone if they don't have to be on Thanksgiving. If you, and so if people that are like kind of acquaintances of mine on like Facebook and things like that, I always put it out there and I'm always open to people coming by. And I've always been like that, so people have always just known they could come by and hang out with me on Thanksgiving. We'll have food, we'll have drink, just come on by and hang out. At one point when the kids were younger, I could have up to 25 people in the house, between family and friends just coming by, people just wanting someplace to hang out for Thanksgiving. So if I think, and I love the fact that people are doing the Friendsgivings, which I think is so cool. I think I want to do one next year for me and my girlfriends, and maybe we'll do something together. I am so sorry if I mess with my hair, but I just got it done and I'm feeling it. Okay, so just wanted to put that out there. I know that this can be a tough time for many, and I hope that you make it through okay. And if you need to find someone to talk to, find it, talk to a therapist, find a group. If you're grieving, find a group to talk to. Listen, it's a lot. And it can be hard on you. I understand this because for a long time this was a tough time for me too, because my mom died right at the beginning of December. So for years this was kind of a go between being into the holidays and also this grieving feel, this grieving that I have every year. Not as intense sometimes, but sometimes it is. So I want you to know that I understand. And like I said, if you need just to reach out, and want to say, hey, go ahead and say, hey. But I would say also, if it's really overwhelming you, please, please, please go talk to someone. Please, please, please find a therapist, find a group to help you get through this time, because it's just a moment. It's just a period of the year. And so often the expectations during this time just will take you out. So as opposed to letting it take you out, find some sources to help you get through it. Hey, listen, if you feel like you're by yourself, maybe you need to go ahead and go and volunteer at nursing homes, because there's so many older people who don't have a lot of people either. That could be a way of reaching out and getting some of that, not feeling so alone. Find, besides, so often we're internalizing, and we can externalize and give of ourselves, thanksgiving, give of ourselves in order to let go of that feeling. And then by doing that, you might make connections that then get you to the space where you're not feeling so alone. It's all about making connections, and connections can be made anywhere. And so I want, if you are feeling that way, perhaps besides talking to someone, getting into a group, find something to help during this time, because those things will also help lift you up. And also, you never know, you will meet new people in those situations, and maybe find some new friends because you are feeling like you don't have as many, or you're not happy with the people that you know, or whatever. I want everybody. So I'm sorry, this is not the way this is supposed to go, but I just felt like saying that in while I'm talking about it, because there's this false sense of everybody should be happy and joyful, when actually people go through some things. And listen, I get it. So I just want to put that out there. So I'm sorry. So let's talk about fragrances. Okay, that was a little bit of unedited LuuLuu, because I wasn't planning on saying that, but I just felt this need to. So if I made it a little like, if I made it a little like for you, I'm so sorry. But I just, y'all know how I am. I say what I feel like saying at the time I want to say it. So anyway, let's get started. One of my favorite holiday fragrances, and this is like when I was starting to get back in fragrances and everything, is this. This is Serge Lutens Féminité du Bois. I'm a Serge girl. I love Serge, and this is it's like a holiday dessert. It has plum, it has spices, but the plum isn't super rich. It's a little tasty plum, and I just love it. And I think I really like it, especially at Thanksgiving, because the first time I wore it was on Thanksgiving, and I was with family, and we were having fun talking and acting a fool, and it was just a cool day. And so this always makes me think of, and this I always usually pull this out. A lot of times this is when I wear it. I wear it like on Thanksgiving, because that's what it is. It's like my Thanksgiving fragrance, Féminité du Bois. Next up is Xerjoff's Overture. Y'all, this is one of my favorite fall fragrances. It's got that spicy cashmere amber vibe, but it still has some florals in it. It's just a really cozy, just chill fragrance, and you always smell so good. I really like it because it also has the ylang ylang, the jasmine, some rose. So it's got this floralness to it, It's an amber floral, so it's got the spicy ambery vibe with all these florals, which is so in my vibe. Spicy florals, yes. Sweet, kind of sweet florals, yes. So love it, love it. Next up is this. If y'all know, I put everybody on this. This is Cowtat Night by the Attar Collection. This is a cherry cobbler. It's got apple in it, but the cherry is so good. It's just like this sweet, yummy cherry cobbler. I love this fragrance. Absolutely love it. It's cherry cobbler. It's got the spices in it. It's got this warm, you smell like a dessert. Yes, I love Cowtat Night. This is perfect. Perfect. People say it's kind of angel cherish. I honestly don't say that. I think it stands alone. I think the apple and the cherry give it a whole different vibe. That cherry gives it a whole different vibe because it's cherry cobbler to me. Cherry cobbler with some cinnamon. You get a little, the apple is there, but it's cherry cobbler, cinnamon with the little cinnamon in it. And it's got this vanilla. It's just delicious. Delicious. Now, this one is old school, and this is an old school bottle of it. This is Gallagher's Rosé All Day. You new people to Fragcom. Y'all be talking about the angel shares and stuff. Rosé All Day was way before this. It smells like apple crisp. It tells you it's got apple crisp, plum, dark rose. It's got brown sugar, tonka bean. This is so delicious. I don't get as much rose. Now it does have a stainless steel note that people get. I don't get it. What I get is this delicious apple crisp with brown sugar and spices. This is like, yes, this is hanging out with friends, chilling, smelling like a dessert. You smell like, hey, I'm the dessert. We about to have dessert. Spray this on. Spray this on. Spray this on. Ooh, I'm about to make stuff fall, y'all. Let me move some stuff over where I don't need it to. Okay. Next up is this. We talked angel share. I did declutter my angel share, but I kept my camera. I like camera. I really do. It is I got the first one, so the first pressing, so the top don't come off that well. But it is giving an angel share-ish vibe. It's it's the angel share girl, angel share cousin. Since everybody be like, no, it does smell very similar. But it's got that kind of slightly boozy, there's no apple in it, but it vibes like apple because it's got the spiciness, it's got the amberiness. It is a very good head. And this turns heads, baby. People will notice and be like, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Girl, you smell good. Okay. All right. Then this one. This one came to me because of my boy, Vincent. And this is Oud Save the Queen. Man, y'all folks be sleeping on some of this. Don't worry, this will probably be in some type of underrated talking about other things. But this is a tea-based fragrance. This is an Earl Grey tea, so it's a darker tea, perfect for this time of year. And then it's got cloves in it. And it's got date. Does it have dates? No, it has orange blossom. So it has orange blossom. It's got cloves. It's got the tea base. Oh, this is like a nice cozy tea with some orange blossom in it with the tonka and some oud. It is so beautiful. The oud is so well blended. It is just a very mild oud. It gives it that woodiness as it dries down. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous, wonderful fragrance for wintertime. So Oud Save the Queen. And since I said this came from Vincent, let's just talk about some Dreamhouse Curios that I have out. Now, I could put out a few of them. Honorable mention, Sugaring. Y'all know that's my boozy peach cobbler. But Ghost Dance. I went with this one. This is my boozy. Did I say goozy? Boozy blackberry oud. This, I am going to need another bottle of this soon. Honestly, a lot of times when I'm purchasing from Vincent now, I am re-upping on some that I love. So the next time he has a sale, I'm gonna have to pick up Ghost Dance, something new in Ghost Dance, because I've used quite a bit. I'm like right about here. Where am I at? I think I'm right about here on here. I have given a little bit away, but not that much. So Ghost Dance. This is a blackberry oud. I love ouds that are a little different, that aren't just the usual stuff that you're used to, and this is one of them. So this is blackberry and oud. It's got this booziness to it. Oh, this is so good for this time of year. And then I went with this one because there's a few more I could have done. I'm going to use a few more in some different things. Apple rum and jasmine. Now, as you all know, he made this a long time ago. He just reintroduced it, but apple rum and jasmine is exactly what it says. It's apple, it's rum, and it's jasmine. So think, if you want to say angel share, it's in that angel share vibe, but then it has this beautiful jasmine. So the jasmine does come up on your skin, and this is perfectly unisex. It smells good on anybody. This is apple, rum, and jasmine. Oh my goodness. So if you like angel share vibe, but you want to be a little different because you want to give it a twist and not smell just like angel share, apple, rum, and jasmine by Dreamhouse Ikiryo. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about my boy, and we're going to talk about JC. Let's do some Khye Fragrances. All right, next up is Khye Fragrances. I'm only going to give you like two from him too, and this is going to be brown skin. Oh, so yeah. This one has it's a little powder because he has violet in it and he has iris. So it gives it a little powderiness to it, but really what it has is vanilla and tonka bean and truffle and amber. So it's this it's a ambery, it's a vanilla-ish ambery, just gorgeous fragrance. I love it because it has this powderiness to it. So it gives it this slightly powdery vanillic vibe. So this is brown skin. Next up is Snowy Nights by Khye Fragrances. This is as he calls it, he has charred sandalwood, smoky kind of marshmallow. So this is a smoky marshmallow vibe with a smoky, woody marshmallow vibe. And it is awesome. No, okay. So, and it is really like just cuddly and very perfect for a day hanging out with family, because it's like just really chill and very how do I want to put this? Chill and just a chill, cozy, just not too much, because especially this is perfect, especially if you have family that is kind of sensitive to fragrances and be like, oh my God, that's too much. This is perfect because it'll give you this waft of beautiful kind of smoky marshmallowy, woody smoky marshmallow, and it won't bother nobody too much. So there we go. So that is Snowy Nights. All right, so let's talk about Sugar Mama. I got two from her too. You know, I got to give my three. This is honeyed apricot ambrosia. I don't know if this is on the site right now, but baby, this is what it smells like. It smells like honeyed apricots. It smells like just a really delicious um dessert. So honeyed apricot ambrosia. Yes. Yes, this is so good. Now, this one is a newer one, and I love it. It's called Raven. This is a smoky fragrance. It's got incense in it. It's smoky and spicy with vanilla. It's a smoky, spicy, kind of incensey vibe. This is like, let me tell you who this is. This is the person at the family gathering that, you know, everybody be like, oh, here she come. Just slightly kind of gothic, kind of like in a lot of families, like not in my family, but that's that weird person. But it's like, it smells good, I like it, but it kind of vibes with their kind of darkness, you know. So you know that dark person in your family who be coming in black, who looks good, who's, you know, can be slightly fun, but is always a little like just kind of chill. So this is like for that cool person in the family or that gothic person, they would be wearing this. Cause like the cool person will wear this too. Like they coming in just like, what's up? Hey, how you doing? And they cool, they will wear this because it's got tonka in it, it's got vanilla, it's got spices, it's got this smokiness to it. They out there in the smoke tent, because in the smoke area. And y'all know what I'm talking about. I live in Illinois. We are legal. Michigan, y'all know what I'm talking about. California. Okay, in the smoke tent. All right. This would that's that person who come with that good. I know this was terrible to say, but you know what I'm talking about, because some of us got the people in the family who, they got to go outside in the yard. And you got the one who come in with the good. They would be wearing Raven. I'm just saying. All right, my whole nation, my whole squad. That is it for this video. I'm putting it up tonight. We'll see how y'all feel about it. And you all have a great Thanksgiving. And let's get through this holiday season together with happiness and joy, and not letting this get us down, because people be putting all these like, you got to have this perfect house and everything. You should see my front yard. It's a hot mess. All right, y'all. Talk to you all later. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free.